Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in the province. Dear audience, in the afternoon of April 3rd, the organization department of the Central Committee have a nationwide online briefings to assess the situation and results of the party building organization in the first quarter of 2023 and the task in the second quarter of the year.
In the first quarter of the year, the entire party-building organization actively developed programs and work plans, promptly grabbed concretize and implement thematic resolutions of the 13-party Central Committee, the guiding documents of the Politburo, the Secretariat, the party committees at all levels on the organization and construction of the party. Continue to advise on improving the situation on organization and personnel work. To meet practical requirements, the party-building organization also regularly innovated methods and styles of work, taking many effective ways in the process of advising on the organization and construction of the party. Interning the party-building organization and the province political system are focused and directed by the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee. In the first quarter, the Organization Committee of the Provincial Party Committee advised to perform effectively the main and regular tasks. Personnel work is carried out in accordance with procedures and regulations. The work of building and consolidating the party organization and improving the quality of party members has also been implemented to ensure compliance with regulations. At the conference, leaders of the Central Organization Committee implemented a number of key tasks in the second quarter of 2023.
Implementing the plans of the Provincial Party Standing Committee on supporting party members with difficult circumstances in the province in the 2022-2025 periods by the end of March 2023, the party committees of districts and equivalence level have mobilized more than 5.7 billion Vietnam dong to support party members in difficult circumstances.
The party committees of district and equivalent levels have popularized and totally grabbed the Plan number 90, dated July 18, 2022 of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, to propagate the policy of mutual assistance and help the party members in the province in need of a loan or having received a loan from policy credit programs provided by the Provincial Bank for Social Policies to self-production to be supported with loan interest rates. After 8 months of launching, as of March 31, 2023, the party committees of district and equivalent levels have mobilized more than 5.7 billion Vietnam dong from the party committee of agencies and enterprise block of Tây Ninh province. Trong Ban Thao Party Committee, the party committees of Tây Ninh City and Cù Dầu District, etc. This is aimed to support party members in difficult circumstances. On March 16, 2023, the Provincial Party Standing Committee also had a meeting to agree on the policy of supporting 70% of interest rates for subjects borrowing capital before July 18, 2022, and having outstanding balance at the Bank for Social Policies of Tây Ninh Province in accordance with the Plan number 90. The interest rate support is implemented from July 18, 2022 onwards. According to the loan contract, no more than 60 months from the time of interest rate support. On April 4th, Mr. Dương Văn Thắng, Vice Chairman of the Tây Ninh Provincial People's Committee, attended and awarded the decision to mobilize and appoint staff at the Department of Industry and Trade. Mr. Huỳnh Đăng Khoa, Deputy Head of the Provincial Economic Zone Management Board, was appointed by the Provincial People's Committee to hold the position of Deputy Director of the Department of Industry and Trade for 5 years, as from April 3, 2023. Vice Chairman of the Tây Ninh Provincial People's Committee believes that Mr. Khoa will promote his experience, forte, and capacity in the new environment, continue to study and practice to best fulfill his duties.
Turn to other news. The audience in the first months of the year, districts, towns, and city of Tây Ninh Province have focused their efforts on disbursing public investment capital, creating favorable conditions for projects to be implemented on schedule, of which Hòa Thành Town has the highest disbursement rate of public investment capital in the province.
TayNinhTV City Party Committee held the 19th regular session of TayNinhTV City Party Committee for the 2020-2025 term on Monday. In the first 3 months of 2023, the development of the city's socio-economic situation is relatively stable. Total state budget revenue is estimated at nearly 26%, and total state budget expenditure is at nearly 21% of the estimate. Disbursement of public investment capital reached more than 21%, continuing to accelerate the progress of compensation and site clearance for projects in the area. The city currently has 7 wards, meeting the standards of several urban areas, and the administrative reform index is increasingly improving. The locality has had 14 OCUP products so far. Cultural, social, medical, educational, and social security activities have achieved many positive results. The work of taking care of debt for poor households, policy households, children in difficult circumstances, and social protection beneficiaries is ensured. The rate of health insurance participants reached over 89%. The situation of political security, social order, and safety continue to be maintained stably. Mr. Lemente, Secretary of the City Party Committee, requested agencies, units, and localities to continue promoting the existing results to successfully implement the goals and tasks in 2023. He also believed that with the solidarity, responsibility, and unremitting efforts of the Party Executive Committee, the city will overcome all difficulties and challenges to successfully complete the task of building TayNinhTV into an increasingly civilized and modern city. According to the 2023 plan, Hoa Thanh Town is allocated a capital of more than 191 billion Viet Dong. By the end of February, over 33 billion Viet Dong were disbursed, reaching more than 17% of the plan. Hoa Thanh Town is followed by Bến Cầu District with more than 15%, Tân Biên District reached nearly 13%, Tân Châu District over 12%, Châu Thành District with 11%. TayNinhTV City achieved more than 10%, U Minh Châu and Cô Dâu Districts reached over 3.4%, and finally Trảng Bàng Town got 1.76%. In order to achieve the goal of disbursing 50% of the basic construction capital plan assigned on June 30, 2023, the TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee has directed the People's Committees of District, Towns and City to speeding up the project implementation, overcoming the subjective situation, lack of positivity at the beginning of the year, accumulating in the last months of the year, leading to the failure to complete the assigned capital plan. The People's Committees of District, Towns and City direct the urban management and economic infrastructure offices of the district to improve the quality of project appraisal. It also necessary to stipulate and review the dossier for one-time payment, not to return the dossier more than twice with different contents. Time to consider and return dossiers does not exceed 1/3 of the total assessment time. The officers are also requested to urgently arrange the time to check the quality dossiers and take over the works as soon as possible, no more than 5 days after receiving the application for inspection and acceptance from investors. On April 3rd, the delegation of U Minh Châu leaders led by Ms. Trần Thị Thu Hiền, Vice Chairwoman of the District People's Committee, visited and congratulated the District Lawyers Association on the occasion of the 68th anniversary of the establishment of the Vietnam Lawyers Association, April 4th. Vice Chairwoman of the District People's Committee graciously inquired after the health of the association members and sent them the best wishes on the traditional day of the sector. She acknowledged the contributions of the association and its members, especially in legal advice and support. The Vice Chairwoman believed that in the coming time, the Lawyers Association and its members will continue to make great efforts to fulfill the assigned tasks, building the association's organization stronger and stronger, and making positive contributions to the cause of contribution and development of the district.
Ladies and gentlemen, TayNinhTV, the southwestern borderland of Vietnam, with a rather long border. The weather is sunny and windy all year round. The land and the people here are always gentle and hospitable, becoming a place everyone wants to visit. with actors coming from the city named after alcohol. The trip to TayNinhTV always leaves unforgettable experiences and impressions. Moreover, they also want to reach that love to people all over the country.
As a child of Bengal district, he has traveled to many places, but every time he returns to TayNinhTV, director and eminent artist Phương Điền feels with a special feeling when witnessing his hometown is increasingly changing. He is even more happy to be a small part of that outcome. The music night organized by artists and the film crew, Thời Mở Cửa translated as the open door era of Mr. Phương Điền in Bengal district recently brought a lot of joy to the people. Bengal district has many beautiful scenes. Last year, I gave the film Heaven's Net to audience across the country. 70% of the scenes were filmed at Bengal district. TayNinhTV province is very beautiful. The images are also simmering. The audience didn't know where these scenes were filmed. Actually, at Bindin Bridge, local commune TayNinhTV Honesty, I have to show the audience all the beautiful scenes on the small screen. Every time I return to TayNinhTV, I see this place developing. The roads are more beautiful, the traffic is more crowded, and the people's lives are gradually improving. Also visited the border district, the artists of the Youth Cultural House directly under the Vietnam Youth Federation of Ho Chi Minh City have just had an interesting practical experience in Tân Biên district. This is also an opportunity for them to express their gratitude to bodyguards who have overcome hardship to successfully complete their tasks and share difficulties with people in border areas. The current environment is very favorable for us to contribute to the cultural sector. We, the youth and artists of Ho Chi Minh City, really appreciate the contributions and sacrifice of the bodyguards. This trip is quite impressive to me. I had the opportunity to come here with all artists and volunteers of the Youth Cultural House directly under the Vietnam Youth Federation of Ho Chi Minh City, along with the soldiers of the border post at Samat International Border Gate. This land is quite sunny. Feeling the hardships of the soldiers here, so we bring the lyrics and the gifts to encourage them to protect the southwest border area. With the presence of famous actors and singers from Ho Chi Minh City, and especially Miss Universe Vietnam 2022 Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Châu, a child of TayNinhTV hometown, created a music night full of joy, enriching the spiritual life of bodyguards and people here. TayNinhTV owns one of the very long borders. Over the years, the soldiers here still hold firm to their beliefs, still fulfill their duties well, so that the people can feel secure to live and develop their life. Hopefully, through this program, I can bring spiritual gifts and words of encouragement to the soldiers, and wish them strength and toughness to be able to complete their task well. The feelings of Miss Universe Vietnam 2022 Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Châu are also the emotions of many people when coming to the sunny borderland of TayNinhTV province, especially as witnessing the resilience of border officers, soldiers, and people clinging to the border. Those journeys come from various paths, but they are heading towards the beloved land of TayNinhTV to share, motivate, and spread the love for the homeland in order to build an increasingly solid border.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.